who's in there.
Is there sound? How does that work? Will it just be heard to this?
Oh no, it should just be off the iPad.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah,
Is it going?
should be.
Sir, yes. ORS boy's got a question. Whether or not we should stick with the tape or the map.
Whatever the map says, we'll go with that one. That's fine.
So that means we need to rearrange the tape.
There's
Okay,
no
that's fine.
one on here yet.
No. And they just
It was
saying
two.
there's an issue,
It
but-
was two people, but we had to end it and then restart it. And it does, I don't know if it lets you.
Right here. But you're technically in our section.
I don't know how to see. I saw your message and I was like, you all figured it out though. She always does. Oh, I know how this works. She's like, a few title days.
I'm gonna change. There's one person. Is it them? You guys good? I didn't read your team message.
Oh, no. Yeah. No, he's good. Yeah.
God bless.
Yeah.
I was reading.
Yeah, I waited at work for him to come back,
Oh
log in.
my
I was like, make sure this shit
God.
works.
Oh
Because
my
we're gonna pull
God.
somebody out of PT.
Yes.
The one person.
I don't know how to call you. I don't want to mess up.
4-7 different, or I guess technically.
Yeah. It should be 4-7.
I'm this guy.
There's two people now.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you can, please find your seats. One, two.
Sure, I think you said that when you first got here. I think that she had a fair connection.
At this time, we'd like to ask for your undivided attention as the ceremony will begin shortly. Good afternoon, Summer Sunbeams. On behalf of our host, Colonel Tommy Marshall II, welcome to the Second Quarter Mission Support Group Award Ceremony. I am Staff Sergeant Martinez.
And I'm Senior Airman Morales from the 52nd Security Forces Squadron.
Firstly, please join us as Chaplain Philip O'Neill leads us in the invocation for today's ceremony.
All right, dear friends, well, you've already risen. I invite you to rise and remove your head coverings as you join me in a moment of prayer. Almighty and eternal God, it is with joy that we come together in celebration, all of us, COPS and FSS, comms and LRS. The sound is here with us today, folks. And all the engineers, in celebration of the successes of our wingmen, we come together to celebrate the success. Therefore, Almighty God, we ask you to bless all those who today are being recognized for their hard work over this past quarter. As we recognize their achievements, may we rejoice with our friends who have received such high praise and aspire to imitate them, reaching for the high bar that has been set ahead of us. And we ask you, Lord, to bless all the members of the 52nd Mission Support Group. May we be inspired to strive for excellence. We ask these and our continued successes in your most holy name. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain O'Neill. Before we get started, we would like to take a moment to thank all those who came today to support all the nominees and winners from today's events.
Before we begin the award ceremony, let's start with a roll call to see which MSG squadron has the best summertime spirit. Do we have civil engineering in the house?
What about contracting?
What about contracting? Where you at, Com?
Saber, come! Wind up, wind up!
For support, make some noise.
FSS! The best apparatus!
Logistics readiness, I see you.
LRS! Heaviness!
And of course the best. Let's hear it for security forces.
Shields up! Swords out!
Everyone show your support for the 470th Air Base Squadron. Thank you all for the high energy, motivation, and stellar MSG spirit. So bad.
We will now be commencing the words presentation of the second quarter nominees and announcements of the winners. Nominees, please stand when your name is called to be recognized. Winners, please join Colonel Marshall and Chief Santos on stage to receive your award. Family, friends, supervisor, and teammates are also invited to join you on stage for a photo and big congratulations.
We will now begin the award presentations. The first category is Airman of the Quarter. The nominees for Airman of the Quarter are, from the Civil Engineering Squadron, Senior Airman Kobe Peterman.
From the Contracting Squadron, Senior Airman Alexis Poor.
From the Communications Squadron, A1C Akash Lewis.
From the Force Support Squadron, A1C Destiny Wright.
From the Logistics Readiness Squadron, Senior Airman Grace LaRoche.
Forces Squadron, Senior Airman Austin Salcido.
From the 470th Air Base Squadron, Senior Airman Jarvis Thomason.
And the winner for the Airman of the Quarter is, from the Communications Squadron, A1C Akash Lewis.
Hell yeah, Lewis. I see you, Mr. President.
Can I get all of you up there?
Come on up.
The next category is NCO of the Quarter. The nominees for NCO of the Quarter are, from the Civil Engineering Squadron, Tech Sergeant William Fox.
From the Contracting Squadron, Tech Sergeant Mario Valdez Iturb.
From the Communications Squadron, Tech Sergeant Elizabeth Roman.
From the Force Support Squadron, Staff Sergeant Hunter Rumkey.
From the Logistics Readiness Squadron, Tech Sergeant William Boatwright.
LRS! Hell yes!
From the Security Forces Squadron, Staff Sergeant Maria Peñalosa.
From the 470th Air Base Squadron, Tech Sergeant Zachary Rester. And the winner for the NCO of the Quarter is, from the Contracting Squadron, Tech Sergeant Mario Valdez Iturbe. The next category is Senior NCO of the Quarter. The nominees are, from the Civil Engineering Squadron, Master Sergeant Luis Mendiola.
From the Contracting Squadron, Master Sergeant John Parker.
winner for Senior NCO of the quarter is. Say it loud! From the 52nd Civil Engineering Come on, Tross. Hey, come on, let's go. Move in. Damn right. Come on. The next category is Company Grade Officer of the Quarter. The nominees are
From the Contracting Squadron, Second Lieutenant Camille Bowen.
from the Security Forces Squadron, First Lieutenant Jacob Hoyt.
From the Logistics Readiness Squadron, Second Lieutenant Mason Altenbro.
And the winner for Company Grade Officer of the Quarter is from the Security Forces Squadron, First Lieutenant Jacob Hoyt.
The next category is Field Grade Officer of the Quarter. The nominee is
From the 470th Air Base Squadron, Major Darius Barna.
And the winning by a landslide, your Field Grade Officer of the Quarter is from the 470th Air Base Squadron, Major Darius Barna.
Next up, we have our hardest working category yet, the civilian categories.
The first category is Civilian Category 1 of the Quarter. The nominees are
From the Force Support Squadron, Miss Lynn Davis.
from the Logistics Readiness Squadron, Miss Shayna Lauer.
From the Security Forces Squadron, ZP-5, Tomas Hassel.
From the 470th Air Base Squadron, Miss Kenyetta Benson Fowler.
And the Civilian Category 1 winner is, from the Logistics Readiness Squadron, Miss Shayna Lauer.
The next category is Civilian Category 2 of the quarter. The nominees are from the Civil Engineering Squadron, Miss Hools Sasha.
From the Communications Squadron, Miss Lucen Meal, I apologize.
From the Force Support Squadron, Miss Shannon Vitarbo.
From the Security Forces Squadron, Miss Brandolyn Hibner.
From the 470th Air Base Squadron, Miss Melissa Groot.
The Civilian Category 2 winner is, from the Force Support Squadron, Miss Shannon Viterbo.
Shannon, you look so different today.
The next category is Civilian Category 3 of the quarter. The nominees are
From the Contracting Squadron, Miss Angelo Misermi.
from the Force Support Squadron, Miss Elk Pline.
From the Logistics Readiness Squadron, Mr. Adrian Luxon.
From the 470th Air Base Squadron, Miss Megan Bertheim. And the Civilian Category 3 winner is, from the Contracting Squadron, Miss Angelo Mincini. And the final category is Team of the Quarter. The nominees are, from the Civil Engineering Squadron, Explosive Ordnance Disposal Flight.
From the Contracting Squadron, Contingency Operations Flight.
From the Communications Squadron, the Ace Team.
From the Force Support Squadron, Military Personnel Flight.
From the Logistics Readiness Squadron, Fire Truck and Refueling.
From the Security Forces Squadron, Security Forces Kennels.
From the 470th Air Base Squadron, Logistics and Operations Flight. And the winners for the Team of the Quarter is, from the Civil Engineering Squadron, the Explosive Ordnance Disposal Team.
That EOP team.
Congratulations and a final round of applause to all the nominees and winners. It is now time for the Spirit Award competition. The moment you have all been waiting for is here. Ladies and gentlemen, we need you to send 6 members from your squadron up to give it their all for the Squadron Spirit Award competition. Which squadron is worthy of the title of MSG Most Spirited?
Just so that way they can do it.
Shields up! Swords out! Shields up! Swords out! Shields up! Swords out!
Choke that motherfucker. Always want to do this.
Alrighty, everybody, let's start it with the Civil Engineering Squadron. Let's hear it.
Gotta be!
Let's hear it, Contracting Squadron.
Negotiators! Man up!
Communication Squadron.
Sabercom! Word up, word up, word up, word up, word up, word up! Woo!
Force Support Squadron.
FSN! The best ever run!
The Logistics Readiness Squadron.
LRS! Hell yeah! LRS! Hell yeah! LRS! Hell yeah!
Security Forces Squadron.
Shields up! Swords up! Shields up! Swords up! Shields up! Swords up!
Everyone, let's show some support for the 470th Air Base Squadron.
Who's the hero? 470!
Okay, we're gonna do a runoff with CE, LRS, and COM. And no noise makers.
I got y'all.
Copy! CE! Copy! CE! Copy!
hand it off to the winner, sir.
All right, I was hoping to see a little bit of dancing and hand motions, but it's okay, maybe next time. But the winners by a very slim margin are LRS. Come on up, come on up. Well done, everybody else. No pictures? All right,
Ladies and gentlemen, we would now like to open the floor to Colonel Marshall and Chief Santos to provide closing remarks. Chief, the floor is yours.
Good afternoon, MSG, and did the quarter fly by? And as always, the MSG is taking care of the mission, getting it done, and then also helping our community. And we did this, and this is a very few highlights. All the boards are competitive. It's a good thing to see when any one of our people could go up and blow it out of the wing. But good luck at the next level. I want to thank Security Forces for hosting us, the chaplain. Let's give them a round of applause. So cons, they expanded GPC to another level. And then above that, they did so good job of that, USAFE called them so they could be a keynote speaker. I love that you're represented by having your winner here with us, so appreciate that. Good luck at the next level. Our comm team, thank you for clearing the clouds for us so that we can have a sunny day, but also clearing the migration, and then also representing the dorm council and being the president of that. Our LRS team, what did you not do? You had everybody go out the door, then you had to hire somebody that could be great and beyond, then you had to volunteer at the school and help with the booster club. So we thank you. Our 470th online watching us. We know that the chaplain is growing resiliency, but then he just had to level that up and go to jump school and have airmen go to jump school. What else we got? Our security forces. What did we do? In 72 hours, we went into Charlie. On top of that, the wing POC for the AFAF. What can you not do? FSS, they did everything this quarter. What did you not do? Saber U, a concert, a 4th of July event, and most notably, scooters. Thank you for that.
Are you not entertained?
Our CE team, the EOD team, helping with our POTUS support, also the career field functional, asking our people to help them with all the training across USAFE. And then add that, he also had time to be the CCAF keynote speaker. Who did I forget? Did I forget anybody? What was that? I got everybody? I can't thank you enough. And on behalf of the MSG, let's welcome Colonel Marshall and his family with a proud to be MSG. That's right.
Thanks so much, Chief. I appreciate that. Hey, how we doing? All right, I know it's hot, especially for those of you that are in the sun, so if you need to, feel free to move on over to the shade, grab some water. I'm going to try to make this quick in about 5-ish minutes or so, but I do want to just say I am glad to be here, glad to be part of MSG. It's been exactly 1 week since the change of command last week, and since then I have had the opportunity to get out and meet with your leadership and do a quick initial immersion with all of the squadrons, ABS included. But I have not yet had the opportunity to speak to you all, nor meet with each one of you, and I look forward to doing that very soon as we do deep dives. But since I have not yet had the opportunity to address the entire group, I wanted to take just a couple of minutes to let you know who I am. So, career comm guy, 22 years in the service, hail from San Antonio, Texas. Military brat, right? So military brat, family's very big. My dad served for 30 years. He retired as a Chief Master Sergeant in what used to be life support, now aircrew flight equipment. He married my mom in the Philippines, so my mom is Filipino. I'm half Filipino and proud to be that as well. And she ended up joining the civil servants as well. So she spent had to one-up my dad and did about 33 years of GS civil service work until she just retired earlier this year. And then so that was kind of the family business, serving in the Air Force. My older brother joined. He retired as a lieutenant colonel, per enlisted medical, retired as an acquisitions officer after 23 years of service. My younger brother joined. He's a 21-year senior master sergeant, medical 4-H troop out at Las Vegas. And then my sister-in-law is also in the Air Force as a reservist and also at GS-15, formerly for the Air Force, now with DHS. So at one point there were 5 marshals, no kidding, no less than 5 marshals at a time, not including my dad, that were part of the Air Force Global. So over, I think, 120 years of service within my family. So that Air Force runs deep in me. And so proud of family. Family's big, and I'm also proud to have my own family with me back here in the corner, back to your right. Been married, happily married, for 10 years to my beautiful bride, Miss Becky. So you will definitely see her. She's the yin to my yang, the engine that powers our family. Where I'm more introverted and quite reserved, as we'll get into my personality in a little bit. She is definitely not that. She is the Energizer Bunny for sure. Social butterfly. Will love to get out and to meet you, just like I will as well. So please do come by and say hi to both of us. And we have our 3 rambunctious kids. Micah, who's 8-year-old, going into 3rd grade. We've got Josiah, who's 6, going into 1st grade. And then my baby girl, Selah, who is now going to be doing the Universal Pre-K program. So thank you very much for the Dodea School System for that. So that's my family and part of my why. So as far as what makes me tick personally, it's kind of the 5 F's. So my faith first and foremost. That's how my wife and I met through our shared Christian faith in the church up in the Washington, D.C. area where we were stationed. So that's a core part of who we are as a family. Second is family, right? So we talked about my family coming up, and now my family that we're raising here. So faith, we've got family, we've also got the force. So that's all of you, the Air Force, the service. That's kind of a family business. That's my why, is serving others, as we'll get to. So faith, family, force, fitness, and I'm not just talking about physical fitness, but I truly believe in the comprehensive airman fitness, all 4 areas of spiritual, mental, social, and physical aspects. So that's very important as far as finding balance. For me. And then finally is fun. I like to have fun. I try to make the most out of each and every day. I kind of alluded this to at the change of command ceremony, but every day counts, every day matters, so we should be having fun in the mission that we get to do and serving. So hopefully you'll be able to see that in just the way that I carry myself. So a little bit about my personality. INTJ, if you're familiar with Myers-Briggs, so pretty much like an analytical thinker, or if you're more of a true colors gal, I'm green and gold, which also happens to be the colors of my alma mater, Baylor University. Go Bears. So more reserved, deep thinking. So there's some pluses and minuses with that. So on the good thing, I tend to think of myself as being more, level-headed, reserved. Don't get too spun up about things. On the bad side, I might tend to overthink and overanalyze a little bit. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, so some things that I'm kind of working through, and my email management skills leave some things to be desired. So we'll just leave it at that. So that's why we got a great front office staff to help out with all that. So that's a little bit about me in a nutshell. I told you my why is about serving. Any questions about who I am before I get into just some quick expectations, and then we'll cut loose for some fun. All right, I know I'm talking fast, but I want to get you guys out of here. So I've just completed drafting up my initial expectations that I've already talked to all of the squadron leadership about. I'll be sending this out to your leaders, and I'll let them to further distribute as needed from there. But just some things I want you to know, my expectations for the entirety of the MSG group. But before we get there, know that at the group level, my thought process, my going in position for the MSG at the group level is that the wing, the fighter wing, owns the mission, and the missions, I'll say, because we've got a couple, but really the mission of delivering air power to combat aggression. So the wing owns that, but the execution happens at your level, at the squadron level. You guys are the ones that make things happen. So here at the group staff level, we're here to enable that. We're here to support you and facilitate you executing the mission. So you don't support us, but we support you. So help us help you in that regard. And so expectations for the group. You guys are familiar with the fighter wing pillars of mission, airmen, and community. Right, so I've always kind of prescribed to that even before here. It was more mission airmen families, but I've kind of taken to that. So together as one team, one fight. Remember that. Together as one team, the MSG will enable Spangdahlem Air Base missions. And again, I have plural because we also support some tenant units on this base and GSUs. What is it, like 37 sites in 13 different countries? So a lot of different things that the entirety of the MSG is supporting. So missions in plural. Together as one team, the MSG will enable Spangdahlem Air Base missions by properly training, equipping, and resourcing our airmen, that's all of you, supporting our family, and integrating the family. So as you can see, I've kind of added or pulled out the families bit from our fighter wing support plan because I think we are the only group within the fighter wing proper that actually has families as part of our core mission in what we do. And I think it's hard to separate especially families from the airmen that have the families. So whether you have dependents or whether you're brought up in that, I think families is important to what we do. So again, together as one team, the 52nd MSG will enable Spangdahlem Air Base missions by properly training, equipping, and resourcing our airmen, supporting our families, and integrating the community. That's not a mission statement, that's just an expectation that I have for the entirety of the group. Secondly, the MSG will operate legally, ethically, and in accordance with all applicable Air Force and German regulations. Should go without saying, right? So Air Force zero tolerance when it comes to substance abuse, drugs, alcohol. When it comes to no sexual harassment or discrimination on the basis of age, sex, religion, and all the protected categories. So zero tolerance Air Force policy, basically. You guys all have heard that before, but let's take that to heart. I expect that to execute that within the group. And then finally, the MSG will create and maintain a learning culture of mission over function, professionalism, empowerment, innovation, dignity, and respect. So let me break each one of those down real quick. So each one of your squadrons, you guys already have a culture, right? And there's probably subcultures within each one of your squadrons. That's great. You guys go on. But as part of that, I think, in addition to the Air Force core values, which we all share, some of the culture that I would like to see within the group is one, a learning organization, continuing to fail forward, fail fast, and get better each and every day. Mission over function. I am so proud that we are the most diverse, not only the largest, but the most diverse group within the wing. And that's just not in terms of backgrounds and skin color and gender, things that you can see, but certainly the functions that we have within the wing, which comes with a diverse and various background of thought as well. So that's great, but just know that it is about the one team and the one fight. So we are all collectively together towards those Spangdahlem Air Force Base or Air Base missions that we support. So when it comes down to it, mission goes before and above function. Any questions on that? Okay, professionalism. We are in the profession of arms as members of the Department of Defense, and the key word, operative word there being profession. So we should all be professionals in how we act, how we carry ourselves, how we speak our language, how we dress, maintaining standards, customs and courtesies, and especially how we treat each other with dignity and respect, which we'll get to in a second. Empowerment. Air Force is really now going to Mission Command, something that the Army's been doing for quite some time now. But leaders empower folks to get the job done. So I hope we have a culture of empowerment where things get done at the lowest level, right? Make sure that the risk is assumed at the appropriate level, but where able, we will empower you to do what you need to do, right? And so we shouldn't have to ask Mother May I for everything. Innovation, I know we've got a super innovative group after just sitting through the first initial set of immersions. So I want to keep that going. We've got, again, a diverse set of thoughts and thinking, so let's use that as a force multiplier to continue to get after the problems that we have and the mission that we have here on Spain Talent. And then finally, dignity and respect. I refer to that, right? So again, a very diverse organization, but with that, we should treat each other professionally with dignity and respect. Goes back to zero tolerance. So initial expectations, that's pretty much all I have for you today. Any questions on what my expectations are, or who I am, or anything at all before we kind of close up shop and have some fun? Chief, did I miss anything?
No, you did it. I checked it all off.
Babe, did I miss anything? Good to go? All right, hey, so I am super glad to be here. Again, looking forward to getting out and to shaking and meeting each one of you and spending more time with you in the squadrons. But otherwise, that's all I got. Please feel free to hang around, have some fun, enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Thank you very much.
Team MSG, this concludes the 2024 second quarter award ceremony. Please feel free to stick around to socialize with your fellow squadrons. Thank you and have a brilliant day.
If you would like to take some pictures with the Razors and the Humvee, they're going to be here available for y'all to do that with your families.